So it's down to business here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the defender, Hiroki Ito, looks every inch a modern centre-back, Peter, and his track record in Europe is very impressive to boot. From what I've seen, he is very disciplined, clever, and most importantly, he's actually quite adaptable too.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Gabriel does really well to win the ball there. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And the shot! Goal! Brazil! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rafinha, nice-looking ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Kubo. Duan. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. Bruno Guimaraes towering forward here. Neymar gets into a good position. Bruno Guimaraes picked out brilliantly. Brazil with the corner, they're first. Ederson! But he's left disappointed. And it's Neymar. Rafinha, driving on and making good progress. Lucas Paqueta ploughing through the middle. Big chance! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And that has left him in a heap. Kamada. Well, that looks a decent ball. Nicely spread. Ball swung in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And here's Neymar, takes a shot! And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Brazil find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Looking for the run. Great ball if he can get there. Just the keeper in his way. There's the shot! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Ibanez. Rafinha. Now Ederson. It's a promising position. That's a lovely, neat pass. Played out to the left flank. Ederson. Nicely shaped ball. And he's intervened well there. Ito. Kamada. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bruno Guimaraes makes a dash for it. Now it's Evanilson. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Well, that pass isn't the best. Aims beyond the defence. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Kubo. And it's Neymar. Knocks it into space. Lucas Paqueta. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Lucas Paqueta. Gabriel. And here's Evanilson.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ito. Here's found the way through. Lucas Paqueta. Great chance! And a neat finish! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Brazil are having a ball here. Duan just eases him off the ball. Neymar. And it's Guimaraes. Now Ederson. And here's Paqueta. And he's picked it up out wide. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Brazil are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. The second half is up and running. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Neymar. In with the challenge. And He's only too happy to take that back. Alexandro delivers.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Kamada. Duan. And he's forced to go back. Rafinha. Eva Nielsen being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
It's Duan. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Shot goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he couldn't quite make it 6.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Brazil have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Bruno Guimaraes, and it's Neymar. No, that's been intercepted. Maida. Duan. Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, cracking ball. Chance! Oh, impressive strike.
Brazil certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Kamada. Maida. Ederson has found the net here, of course. Neymar gets on his bike and on the move. That has not gone well. Ito. No way through there. Out for a throw. Great defending, strong and determined. Good ball over the top. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Bruno Guimaraes, spread out to the left. Now it's Neymar. And here's Eva Nielsen, and he's decent chance! Goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Kamada. And that's really well manoeuvred. Stood up well to him there. And it's Guimaraes. And he cuts out the supply. And he's being shifted off it. Maida. Bruno Guimaraes gets a foot in here. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substituição em andamento.
It's a pretty loose pass. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. He's being urged to shoot. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Neymar making good progress. Alexandro. And here's Neymar. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kubo. Now it's Doan. And it's Neymar. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Great ball, and he's in here. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. No, he's not getting past him there. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. He's found a way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And time is up. Brazil really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Eva Nielsen, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Brazil definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Agradecemos sua atenção.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim, but...
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity and conviction, in tempo even, and that's not a bad thing.
If you have just joined, you have... Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can spring out of defence. Shot at goal! He's got away with one there. Araujo. Oh, he's been caught napping. Opts to play it back. And the shots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Marcus Rashford, is a player, Peter, who was always destined for greatness. And I feel he's well on his way to fulfilling that. He's deadly, whether playing through the middle or from the left-hand side. But I noticed he can now develop the play from deep also. And that's a new and exciting side to his game.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. The pass has gone astray. And here's Neto. Oh, good ball!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Caicedo. João Pedro goes for a shot! It's in! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
The goal scorer after 15 minutes is number 20, João Pedro.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Martin. Eric Garcia. The ball has bounced loose now. Knocks it out wide, and he's quick to return it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Some really good ball movement. Now it's João Pedro. João Pedro purring through the gears. Great chance! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Chelsea have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Caicedo. Fernandes. Gavi. Caicedo. And it's Gusto. And it's Caicedo. Caicedo running with intent. Now there's a fight. He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Chelsea find a position of real strength now.
and things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Ah, that's a fine interception. But that has not gone well. Pedro Neto gets into a good position. And there, can he finish? It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he lines up a cross, and the keeper beats it away. Ferran Torres, and that's really well manoeuvred. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's fabulous. Rashford! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went...
It's Lewandowski! Oh, belter! He's got himself an absolute peach. A horrible blip, a moment they could well have done without.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Number 9, Robert Lewandowski.
So could they be onto something here? Gusto. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's shifting through the gears here. In towards the back stick. Punched away. Pedro Neto. Driving through the middle. And he shoots! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Eric Garcia. João Pedro. Now it's Palmer.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, well played. Gavi. Now it's Lewandowski. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. Tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Now it's João... And again! Oh, good finish! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. And that is all they have time for.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Chelsea leading by 3, and normally that would do, and some. But this feels like no ordinary game. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Pedro Neto is onto this. Martin. Pedro Neto. Rashford. Dani Olmo. Bernal. Now it's João Pedro. And the shot! Mistake. Just cruising. They are cruising. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
How many? Just how many? Chelsea are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And it's Bernal. Oh, good spread. Cucurella. Cucurella makes a dash for it. Closing in on goal. Now it's João Pedro. Gavi.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Bernal. In with the challenge. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, such a clever touch. Real chance! And a neat finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Big chance! Chelsea have their second corner now. And that should get the job done. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Gavi. Now it's Lewandowski. Hato spots it and intercepts. João Pedro being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
João Pedro! Fofana cuts it out. Fofana with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitution.
Gavi. Now it's João Pedro. João Pedro. And he was quick to react. Pedri. And it's Gavi. Oh, that's neat. He's in a great position here. Pedro Neto! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Pedri. Shot could be on. Shot, surely! And it's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Number 7, Pedro Neto.
Martin. It's Gavi. Pass somewhat off target. Good ball, good take. And it's Caicedo. Goes to finish! João Pedro appears to be in some real discomfort. Is it his leg?
Yeah, maybe a touch of cramp, Peter. Hopefully nothing more serious than that.
Looks as though he's going to see if he can shake it off. Chelsea have their third corner.
Number 9, number 17. Substitution in
He'll
progress.
try to keep this alive. And he's there to get it away. Pedri, spread it left. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rashford. Balde. Martin stood up well to him there. He's got away. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Chance for a shot! And that's a sharp finish! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 9.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Liam Delap. Oh, that's nice. Oh, shooting chance! And there's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
After 90 minutes is number 9.
Martin.
6 added minutes has
Pretty
been
loose
indicated.
pass. Now it's Pedro Neto. Liam Delap. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Balde. And it's Bernal. Now it's Lewandowski. And here's Rashford. Now it's Pedro Neto. This looks promising. Araujo. Eric Garcia. And that's that. Chelsea, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Liam Delap, very much the hat-trick hero. What an Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah,
Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And we have our very first corner. Sanchez claims comfortably. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. And here's Ferran Torres. And here's Lewandowski. Colwill did well to stay calm there.
Lewandowski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Great chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, he's been caught napping. Caicedo. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This guy Ferran Torres is another talented Spanish wide player, although he's done well when he's played centre.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Rashford. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in a great position here. Well timed, excellent interception. Gavi. That's good running with the ball. And here's Rashford. Lewandowski. He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Dani Olmo. Palmer. João Pedro. Great defending, strong and determined. Fernandes. Fernandes has got himself a free kick. João Pedro. 15 minutes till half-time. Good ball. And a shot! João Pedro. And it's Olmo. Oh, sweet feet. And the finish! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. It's their second corner of the game. And it's going to be another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Rashford plays it short. Real chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example. Barcelona
find a position of real strength now. Dani Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Martin. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Dani Olmo. And here's Rashford. Fernandes. Caicedo. Gavi does well to get it back. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, just skips past his man. And it's
2 added
Lewandowski.
minutes has been indicated.
Caicedo wins the duel this time. Hato. And Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. Foot in. Dani Olmo shifted it to the flank. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Barcelona marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And it's Lewandowski! He's got a goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. A horrible blip, a moment they could well have done without.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Colwill. And it's Caicedo. Palmer. Chelsea ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Cucurella did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. João Pedro. Fofana. That pass has been well intercepted. Fernandes. Now it's João Pedro. Dani Olmo being hunted in packs.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Now can he find a finish? Lewandowski! And that's a tidy finish. And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
After 58 minutes is...
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Fofana. Looking for the run. That has been cut short. Caicedo. Almost an hour gone. João Pedro. He's looking wide. The less said about that pass, the better. Gavi. Eric Garcia. It's Gavi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that is well cleared. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's nice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, they could break here. And here's Rashford. Oh, he's got a sight of goal.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's João Pedro. In with the challenge. Now that's well seen too. Cucurella. Spread it left. Oh, that's fabulous. He's on it, can he get away? Caught offside that time. And it's with the keeper. Fofana. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Nicely weighted ball. Palmer is wide and looking to get onto this. Palmer! And he's following up! That's put paid to the danger. And it's Palmer. And here's Neto. Now this could be a chance. And it's Bernal. Palmer. And the ball's gone astray. Some resolute defending there. And here's Palmer. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now, can they get him away? Opts to play it back. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Number 9.
How many? Just how many?
On the field. Number 27.
Chelsea are making a change now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Number 49.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Eric Garcia.
17.
Eric Garcia. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Colwill. Now it's Dani Olmo. They're urging him to shoot. Cleared away. Esteval. And Fofana. And this is Lewandowski. Santos.
3 minutes at a
And the
time.
number on the board is 3. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Dani Olmo. And he's in on goal. A lot of space ahead of it. Ferran Torres! That's the end. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific, The other, quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Lewandowski, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Please keep your eyes on your children.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.